It is no secret that the Albuquerque Police Department is in trouble. Officer-involved shootings and other use of force incidents have critics saying the public has lost trust in the department.
But you might be surprised to know that none of these problems are new to APD. Katie Kim takes a look at the department more than 15 years ago and finds virtually all the same problems. She's on special assignment.
A string of deadly police shootings, huge payouts to settle lawsuits against cops, a broken internal affairs system, and deep distrust between the community and the Albuquerque Police Department. Those were the findings of a City Commission report. You can read it today on the city's website. The Walker-Luna report seemingly describes present-day APD, but it's actually from 1997.
My first impression of the Albuquerque Police Department in '97 was that they were pretty quick to use deadly force.
Samuel Walker was a co-author of the '97 report. The city hired him to take an outside look into APD after 30 deadly police shootings in 10 years. Walker determined that was far too many. Today, APD has shot 34 men, killing 24 since January 2010.
Was it 17 years later? It's disturbing to me that that problem wasn't fixed, that things did not change.
Back then, Walker made 10 recommendations: beefing up citizen review, better response to the mentally ill, and better oversight of APD by the mayor and city council.
Albuquerque city leaders addressed Walker's findings and made some changes, but Walker says they clearly didn't go far enough. We contacted the retired professor in Nebraska to ask what he thought about the current controversy surrounding APD.
I would say disturbed is the best way to characterize my reaction. This thing should have been fixed. And so what that indicates is there's a culture in the department, a failure of the chief and management to get on top of these problems. And now the Justice Department has to step in.
The Justice Department has been investigating APD culture for the last year and a half. The Fed's findings are expected any day. Mayor Berry's administration tried to stave off a DOJ investigation. In August 2011, the mayor vetoed a city council resolution that would have invited the feds in. A year later, then Police Chief Ray Schultz said APD was head and shoulders above other departments smacked by the DOJ. The administration even hired a national police think tank that made nearly 40 recommendations, from better training to stricter recruiting.
We got aggressive very quickly on that, and we were able to drop that number of officer-involved shootings to less than half of that number the following year.
Police shootings have leveled out in the last 3 years, but they continue, and questions remain on whether officers are too quick to the trigger. Calling a fatal shooting of a homeless camper in the foothills last month a, quote, game changer, the mayor rolled out yet another series of proposed reforms today. Many of them address what Walker noted 17 years ago. We asked the mayor why it's taken so long to change things when the city's been warned before. He said he wasn't even sure he'd seen Walker's report.
It was from 1997.
It's a '97 Walker-Luna report. It's posted on the city's website.
Because I haven't had a recent review of that or a review at all, I'll just say this. Challenges that face police departments today and communities today in some ways are new and unique, and in some ways they're the same challenges that have been facing communities and police departments for decades.
Walker has studied DOJ police practices investigations across the country. He says these investigations are reserved for truly broken departments.
In the year 2014, no police department really should be investigated by the Justice Department. They should have fixed the problems themselves. You know what the problem is. In this case, it's shootings, and we know how to fix these problems. So they have failed. Albuquerque Police Department has failed.
On special assignment, Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Martin Chavez was mayor when the Walker-Luna report was delivered. He told us by email that Walker's report was, quote, simply wrong. Chavez claims APD had few unjustified shootings when he was mayor and says the department introduced non-lethal alternatives like beanbags and tasers under his watch.